Of course, with seniors, we procrastinate and wait till the very last minute. So of course, when I was calling places, everyone already had their jobs already done, or like their activities were already done, and stuff like that. So there was no room. And then also looking for availability, there wasn't any room, or like people didn't have any events that were in my time frame. And then another one was finding something that was actually interesting. I wanted something that I would be interested in and have a good time going to and enjoy it and actually learn something from it, not just because it's senior project and I have to. All right, my senior project location was working with an organization that was with military kids on organizing a Christmas party. The time frame was it would be finished within about a month, and that was good for me because I needed it to be done fast because I was so late. And then we were helping out military families and wrapping presents, making crafts for them too, and setting up a party with Santa. When I went into this, I kind of thought to myself, oh, we're just throwing a Christmas party for kids. Okay, I'm just gonna wrap a couple of presents and then go to the party and it'll just be like an hour and done. No, this was an all-day thing, and it was a 2-day thing, which getting ready for, in a minute you'll see, getting ready for the day before, and the actual all-day party. When I went into this, I didn't know, of course I'm an only child, and stereotypical only childs are spoiled, and I guess I fit in that stereotype. And so then I didn't know that children didn't have Christmases that weren't compared to mine. It's really selfish to say, but I didn't. And when I was going through this and like researching and doing all that kind of stuff with the military families, I found out that this is their only Christmas. And so on Christmas Day, when you wake up and get presents from Santa underneath that tree, some of these kids actually don't have that kind of Christmas at all, and this was their Christmas. One of the activities I had to do out before the party was looking for crafts, looking for something for all the kids to do to fill up like a time frame, and making sure it was easy for all ages and Christmas related. I also had to go out and buy the supplies, so it was kind of had to be easy to grab and get all at once. And so we ended up making the paper plates and then glued cotton balls for Santa's beard and then cut out the red paper hats and then glued a cotton ball to the top so it looked like Santa's face. Another craft that was going on was like when we made in elementary school, and you had the links and then you tear off the link for each day. Another activity or another thing before the party was wrapping the presents. This required months in advance or even a year in advance for getting all the presents. The lady who I was working with went to, right after last year's Christmas, went to Kmart and places like that, and like had them put it on layaway, and so it would be cheaper. And she kind of explained why she needed them and where they were going to, and she even got a bigger discount. So the retailers were also helping us out. And then also getting all the supplies together, I had to go out and buy wrapping paper, and we had to wrap all the presents, and then each kid got one present, and it was about 200. All right, the day before, the day before the party, we had to decorate the hall, and the hall was located at a military station where they were based, and they also had they were also doing computer work and stuff like that. And that day, the day before, we had to bring all the supplies. I had to make sure I had everything that I needed, because the next day would just kind of make finishing touches and the party would start. And also had to get a well-rested sleep because I had to wake up really early and get there early. The day of the party. So when I was going into this, I wasn't really, or especially the day of the party, I wasn't really expecting anything spectacular. I know it sounds bad, but I wasn't expecting to see anything spectacular. I just thought I was going to a party, and it was kind of fun being behind it and kind of organizing it and also setting it all up. And so for a couple of hours, or for 2 hours maybe, the kids did crafts, and then it was so funny when Santa walked in. All the kids, it was so funny to see their face. All the kids dropped what they were doing and ran up to him. It was so surprising what one imaginary, or they don't think is imaginary, figure could do to them. And then also opening up their presents. So Santa would, he would sit in this chair right here, and then all the presents were around him, and he would call up each one of their names. And then on their names, it was who their parents were that was in the military, and then what branch they were in and all that. And that was another cool thing to see, them all kind of sitting around that area and waiting for Santa to call their specific name. And then also a lot of family time. There was a bunch of families there at that family. And then she got her presents from Santa. Oh, when they got their presents from Santa, they would sit on his lap and take pictures too. My experience, what I learned. I learned that to not take anything for granted, and to really appreciate what you have and how much you have. It made me feel kind of sad and happy at the same time for the kids who didn't have their parents there, who were actually celebrating with them, and how I grew from my experience. I am more thankful for what I have, and I appreciate all that's given to me. And I would like to give a thank you to my mom for getting me in contact with the people, Miss Matthews for doing the senior project, and my audience. Thank you. Do you guys have any questions? Yeah.
As an only child myself, I found it a little difficult to work with kids, getting into their world. I have to work with kids a little bit more. Did you find it difficult at all?
Yeah, because as an only child, you aren't working, or there's not really kids around. You're so used to playing with yourself and doing everything on your own. And I think that's a big problem, because it was more about helping others, where, especially with the arts and crafts, I wanted to do it, and I wanted to do it myself because I knew how to do it. So it was weird, teaching them, okay, this is how you do it, and being patient too. Any more?
What do you think is most hard out of all this?
How I learned how to be thankful for what I have. Yes.
You had to choose another senior project. Oh, sorry. Do you feel as if this is the best senior project for you? Sorry.
Yes, for me personally, it was. Is that all?